Y'all, we are going to take this peel and stick wallpaper and we are going to make the cutest journal. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you all so much for choosing to be here today. You have so many other options that you could be exercising right now, but you are choosing to be here with me, and I am so appreciative. Today we're going to take another piece of that peel and stick wallpaper. This is a wallpaper that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to turn it into the most delightful little journal. And we're going to use a very easy process. So here is the journal that I have already made. I'll go ahead and open that so that you can see the inside. But y'all know that I am going to flip to my overhead camera in just a minute because I want to give you a closer look. But you know what time it is? It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's the peel and stick wallpaper that we're going to be working with today. This peel and stick wallpaper is from the Dollar Tree, but you can get peel and stick wallpaper from a whole bunch of different places. As most of you probably know, we get a lot of peel and stick wallpaper that we use on the channel from Amazon. So you can find it there as well, and it's usually sold in rolls and not sheets like this. But this sheet is 11 by 16, and if you don't want to use peel and stick wallpaper, just make sure you're starting with a piece of joined paper or rolled paper that is 11 by 16. And if you're not using peel and stick wallpaper, which has like a protective covering on it, you might want to cover yours with Mod Podge, or you might want to put some contact paper on top. Totally up to you. But we are starting with the piece of 11 by 16 peel and stick wallpaper. And we're going to turn that peel and stick wallpaper into an absolutely adorable journal. Now this one, it's a pretty large one. It's 8.5 by 7.5, and it is about ½ an inch thick. Super easy to do. I used one of my closures to close it. When we open it, here is what we have. We have a beautiful inside. So I have a whole bunch of paper in my book, and as you can see, we can take this and we can place it flat so that you can write very easily. We can do that throughout the book. Now this book has been drying for about 24 hours, so my pages are in there nice and secure. You can go back in a book like this and you can decorate the pages if you want. You can do so many different things to this, but y'all are going to be amazed at how easy it is to make it. So here is what we're going to be using to make it. I have the peel and stick wallpaper. I have 4 pieces of 8.5 by 11 inch decorative paper for the inside liner. Now this paper is available on my website. I have 4 patterns in this collection. They will be available on my website for digital download. And I will also have some pre-printed packets available for sale as well. So if you want the digital download, that is what you would select. If you want to grab a few of the pre-printed packs that I have available, that is the option that you would select. But make sure that you're reading the description box on this so you'll know exactly what you are purchasing. So I have 4 pieces and they are 8.5 by 11, and this is printed out in the landscape mode. Then I have a stack of white paper. I won't be giving you a number to use on the white paper because it's going to depend on how thick your book is and the type of paper that you're using. So this will be more of a process video than an exact measurement video because our book sizes will be different. Then I have a cut apart and a piece of the gold foiling that we'll be using on the outside. And to put the whole thing together, y'all, we're not using chipboard. I am going to be using a book that I got from the Dollar Tree. If you don't want to use a book, you can certainly use chipboard. You simply need to cut your chipboard pieces the size that you want, cut the spine the size that you want, and follow the process that we're going to be using here. I decided to use this book. I know a lot of people are opposed to books being used in this way, but I think it's a great way to repurpose a book in which there might not be any interest. So here is my book. I will be removing these pages and I'm going to show you how to make this right now. So what I did to get the sizes of my white paper is I tore a page out of the book and I measured it this way and I measured it this way, and mine came out to be 6 7/8 by 8.5. So that is how I cut my paper. I cut my paper down to 6 7/8 by 8.5. So now I am going to take this. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take 2 pieces of our 8.5 by 11, and we're going to join those 2 pieces together on the 8.5 inch side using tape. I'll peel away the tape backer, and we will join the 2 pieces together like this. I went ahead and joined the other set of 2 because we will need both pieces joined together like this, so we'll set that piece to the side. So this part of the process is going to be a no measuring part of the process. But if you want, you can measure yours by simply measuring the width of this. But I am going to place 2 clips like this. Then I'm going to take my paper and we're going to take and we'll take this piece, and all I'm going to do is put it in like this and get a crease this way and a crease this way. So now I can take this and I will just reinforce the creases that I made. And then we'll take that second crease that was made right here. We're going to fold it at the top, getting it even with the bottom, and crease. So now I'll be able to take my papers and place them inside like this. I'm going to take my clip, put a clip there, take my clip, put a clip right there, and then we're going to bring in our glue. And what I'll be doing is I am going to add a little bit of glue here in the spine. That's the first place that I'm going to put the glue. Then we're going to add some more glue to our papers here. So I want to make sure that I am getting really good glue coverage. So I'm being very generous with my glue. I'll take my fingers and I'm just going to spread that glue, getting really good glue coverage across this base. And now I can take this and we can put it in the spine like this. I'll move it down to the end, remove my clips, bring this piece up, and we'll tamp it down into the desk. And I will just keep tamping this into the desk. And then I'll take my big old spatula and we'll get this nice and stuck. Then I'll open it to make sure I don't have any glue on the side panel here, as well as not having any glue here at the back. All right, so now that we have it in, all I'm going to do, y'all, is I'm going to take my finger blade and just go along the end here and trim. And then here on the front, I'm going to do the same thing. I am just going to trim. So that is how you can do this part without having to do the measuring. Now, if you want to measure, you simply measure how thick this is and you score your paper accordingly to give yourself that same amount of space for your spine. And so now we just need to let that dry. We're going to bring in our book. And the easiest way for me to do it is just to take the book, grab it, and just really pull from the middle. And I'm just cleaning up the inside a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect because it will be covered. I'll set this to the side because I might want to use it somewhere else later. So now this is the outside. We will be putting this on the inside here to create our beautiful notebook. But before I do, I am going to take a little bit of tape and I'm just going to add some tape to the book jacket outside. That's just to help make sure that my peel and stick wallpaper stays stuck. This isn't a step that you have to do if you don't want to use the tape. You don't have to use the tape. You can just use the peel and stick wallpaper and let that be enough. So now I'm going to peel away my tape backers. Then I'll bring in my peel and stick wallpaper. We just peel it here, remove the backer strip here. I'm going to take my book and put it down like this, getting everything nice and stuck. And then we'll put that down, getting it nice and stuck. And then I'm just going to trim away a little bit of this. And then I'm going to miter here at the corner. If you don't want to use a book, you can see how you would lay out your chipboard pieces. Piece of chipboard, chipboard spine, chipboard here. So now we can take this, we can stand it up and fold over. Using my big old spatula to get everything nice and stuck. And now I'm going to take this, and there's that natural little fold in there to give it that book look. And y'all, there's our book cover. So now we need to cover the inside. I'm going to place down my tape. And I like to use tape because I don't want to run the risk of warping my board. But if you want to use glue, you want to use a glue stick, whatever you have, go ahead and use it. I'm going to go ahead and peel away my tape backer. So then I'm going to bring in this piece, which is my liner piece, and I'm just going to place it right here to figure out how wide I need for it to be. And I'll crease it right there. Then I'll bring in my trimmer and we'll trim. So again, I'm just sharing some no measure ways of being able to do this. This is 8 3/4. This is 8 1/2. So this should be fine for us to put down as it is for the liner piece. So I don't need to trim it. So I am just going to take some tape and put some tape down on all 4 sides, and then we'll join it together with the jacket. So if you're using chipboard and you want to figure out your inside liner piece, you simply measure this way and this way on the jacket, and you reduce it by 1/4 of an inch if you want to do actual measurements on your scoreboard or trimmer. For me, all I did was I took my paper that I joined together and I placed it down like this, and I moved it in a little bit so I can see that I have enough space that when I place this down, it's going to fit. So I am going to peel away my tape backers, and we're going to put this together. So I'm going to take this piece, put it down like this, getting it stuck. Then I'll take my big old spatula. We're going to go in and just work our spine, and we'll do the same thing over here. Y'all, there are so many different ways to do what I'm doing here. This is the way that I've chosen to do it today. I have other videos out there where I have chosen to do it another way. But for those of you who are looking for those quick and easy, no measuring ways, this is a really good technique for that. So now that we have our book, we can bring in this piece. Y'all, it's still drying, so I'm not going to open it all the way, but we will be taking it and placing it on the inside like this. And you're able to see that we have a really good fit this way as well as a good fit this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my glue. We're going to put some glue in the spine like this. Then I'm going to add some glue here. Again, being very generous with the glue. I'll take my finger. I want to make sure that I get really good glue coverage on this. And now we'll take it and we'll put it in the spine like this. And then again, we're just going to press down, getting everything nice and stuck. I'll take my big old spatula and go along the back. Open it again to get everything nice and stuck. And y'all, basically at this point, we just need to let this dry. And so while the inside is drying, I'm going to go ahead and place my little leather closure here, and I'm going to place it using E6000. going to take this and we'll put it right there. And while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and place my decorative piece on the front. I'll place this part down using my tape runner, and we're going to place that right there. Then I'll bring in my trimmer, trim here, and trim here. And I'll add some tear tape to the back since I am going to be attaching this to the vinyl or whatever the peel and stick wallpaper happens to be made of. I want to make sure that this does not come undone. So let's peel away the backers. And I'm going to take this and put it on like this. Now I'll take this piece, put it on like that, bring it around to the back, and we'll use E6000 to hold it in place. So I am going to take my E6000, put some right there, take this piece and bring it around to the back like this, and then I can place it flat. So now I'm going to take my oily cloth, clean my nozzle so that my E6000 will flow freely the next time I need to use it. Let's put that cap back on. And so y'all, there we have it. We have another beautiful journal. And I'm holding it like this because my glue really needs a chance to dry. So I am not going to do much in the way of handling this one at all. I am just going to take it, rub it against the desk so that we can continue to work that glue. I am just going to set this one to the side and we're going to let it dry. I'm going to let this one dry overnight. But we do have this one that is completely dry that we can have a look at. The other one is going to look just like this one. It'll be just as functional as this one. You can use lined paper or you can use blank paper as I have used on this one. But isn't this absolutely gorgeous? Seriously, y'all, I didn't think when I first got the wallpaper that I would like it, but I love how it turns out on these projects. It really is upscaling the look of this. So I'll just take this one and set it next to it because I can't open it, can't handle it right now because it is still wet, and opening it would weaken the glue. It would make the pages want to come out. So we're just going to let this one dry for 24 hours and then it'll be just as durable as this one. But for those of you who wanted to see the peel and stick wallpaper used to make a journal, here you go. Super, super easy. Almost a no measure project. We did have a little bit of measuring that we did, but not a whole lot. And when you're finished, you're going to have a really beautiful journal. So if you have some peel and stick wallpaper, go ahead and give this project a try. It doesn't have to be from the Dollar Tree. Even if you don't have peel and stick wallpaper, do you have contact paper? That will work as well. So y'all, I hope that you have enjoyed this super awesome way that we can take peel and stick wallpaper and create custom journals. If you have enjoyed this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'm going to keep saying it all day, every day. This is what we do. And I would love to have you subscribe. So hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my friends, y'all, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.